It's an interesting and easy to memorize name, mentalhealthdentalhealth.com. The website has two parts to it. One focused on the practitioners, giving them tools they can quickly refer to as they are facing different situations with their clients. And the other part of it is really to prepare people like me, members of the public, to lessen our anxiety as we go see dentists and oral health professionals.
The original intention was to come together with the BC clinical counselors and look for ways to discuss and brainstorm ideas that would prove to be beneficial for people suffering from dental trauma, while at the same time finding ways to provide information to our dental hygienists on what dental trauma is and what trauma-informed care really looks like.
What inspired this collaboration is the fact that we are the largest association of mental health professionals in BC. And as such, we think it's our duty to make sure that we contribute to the sector in every way possible, especially helping health professionals.
What I'm excited about is the timing. We're already rolling out the new Canadian Dental Care Plan. We predict millions of new patients who've not had access to care, who may already be nervous about going in for that first appointment. I think it's a great tool to share with the public. It's a free tool. It's available online. It's also fantastic for oral health professionals if they have a client where they feel they may benefit from a clinical counselor appointment. There's a way for them to reach to the BC Association of Clinical Counselors and look for someone that is close to home or someone that they can meet with online. There's a variety of really great achievements that can come from this website.
Hello, my name is Sylvie Hamill. I have been in private practice for many years and work with different type of trauma, including medical and dental trauma. When I heard about the project with the BC Dental Hygienists Association, I got really excited. I mean, that's a dream come true, having two set of professionals coming together to look at trauma from a very different perspective and bring our ideas together, our lived experience together.
I was explaining to her the various tools that dental hygienists usually use within their practice to help people who are afraid or nervous or just don't like being in coming in for their oral health care. That she was more coming from the side of the people that won't even walk in our door. So the shift went from your average nervous patient to her clients who will literally cannot even get into the door of their dental practice.
We realized that there were things that each other had never considered. So that made the experience even more enriching, I think, for both sides.
And that's what helped to shape, what information we were going to convey to both sides, to the public as well as the oral health professionals.
We're hoping that this will help the oral professional to have a better sense of how they can collaborate with their patients who have experienced trauma and have dental anxiety or just general anxiety, and how they can support them into having better experience when they go for their dental treatment, oral treatment. And we're hoping that also the oral professional use more themselves as co-regulator with their patients, that they can see new ways of supporting their patients. We're hoping that the public part will also support the general public into, for some people, gathering the courage to go and see a dental hygienist and to be able to navigate the challenges that keeps them away from having a different approach to their oral health.
What I'm hoping is that people who are afraid or have dental trauma will at least just take that first step into taking care of themselves completely, and just coming in, start with a conversation, figure out a plan, and we just want to see more people coming in to get care and know that we're here to listen to you.
So we are very proud of the work we've done with the BC Dental Hygienists Association, and we're hoping that other health professionals will come to us and seek our support in delivering more trauma-informed practices to all British Columbians.